Zach, Your Excellency, sir. Seyi Makinde is also present with us here today. Your Excellency, you've been a source of inspiration to a whole lot of persons. Kuma Soludo needs no introduction, easily one of the best performing governors in Nigeria. His Excellency, once more for obliging us this noble request. We appreciate you highly. Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, prolific technocrat, is also here so much for joining us, sir. And of course, too, His Excellency, the most distinguished Senator Wakara Atiku Bagudu.
NEC today took a presentation from the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms. Their main focus is fair taxation, responsible borrowing, and sustainable spending. The Council acknowledged that the country is underperforming on all indices as it regards yield from major revenue sources, also our tax to GDP ratio, and so on. So after extensive deliberation, NEC noted the need for sufficient alignment between and amongst the stakeholders for the proposed reforms. So Council therefore recommend the need to withdraw the bill currently before the National Assembly on tax reforms, so that we can have wider consultations and also build consensus around these reforms for the benefit of the entire country, and also to give our people for them to know the vision and where we are moving the country in terms of tax reforms, because there's been a lot of miscommunication, misinformation. So the bill will be withdrawn from the National Assembly, and then there will be consultation afterward.
Council earlier today has deliberated on many issues that are affecting the socio-economic well-being of Nigerians, and have commended the efforts of the Students' Loans Board in supporting the less privileged students. Observations were also made on the positive contributions of TED Fund to the growth and development of education in Nigeria. Furthermore, observations were also made on the rationale behind the establishment of NACENI, that is the mandate of NACENI, which is to encourage production of local goods and services, thereby reducing dependency on hydrocarbons in Nigeria. The federal government of Nigeria, and indeed the National Assembly, are encouraged and advised to sustain these two agencies for the betterment of Nigerians. On social register, I want to bring to a kind notice that some months ago, we received a letter from the federal government of Nigeria on the need to validate the social register. And we are asked that if any state is not compatible with the social register, we can complain to the federal government. And states are also allowed to develop their social register and harmonize the state's register as well as the federal register, so that we should be on the same page. I think this is no more an issue for now. Secondarily, on the issue of the bill, I think it was advice that was given by the National Executive Council to the National Assembly to withdraw the bill so as to give more time for consultation and consensus building. I think the language is very clear. Last but not the least, on the IDPs that was mentioned, I think you didn't get it well. The federal government never, abrogate the existing agencies. But federal government established a coordinating ministry that will oversee the functions of this agency, notwithstanding the provisions of the national laws. I think some of the agencies were enacted by the National Assembly. What the minister said is that the NEDC has experience on the matters relating to internally displaced persons because the northeastern part of Nigeria has the largest number of IDPs, and it has before handled one World Bank project called MCRP. And because of its institutional memory, the minister said that the World Bank will also liaise with the Northeast Development Commission with a view to establishing the new project that will deal with the IDPs.